In the quiet corner of a brand new town lived a boy named Noah. The houses all looked the same. The streets were wide and empty, and the silence felt heavier than any backpack. Noah was lonely. He missed his old friends, his old school, and the familiar creak of the swing in his old backyard. One sunny afternoon, while kicking a loose stone along the sidewalk, he found something small and winged nestled in the grass. It was a maple seed, a little helicopter spun from a distant tree. Holding it in his palm, an idea sparked in Noah's mind. He went to the patch of earth right beside his house, a spot that caught the morning sun perfectly. With his bare hands, he dug a small hole, placed the seed inside, and gently covered it with soil. "Grow strong," he whispered, patting the ground as if tucking a friend into bed. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Noah watered the spot faithfully. He'd sit there after school, telling the tiny patch of dirt about his day, the math test that was too hard, the kid who wouldn't share the basketball, via the feeling of being invisible in a crowded hallway. And then, one morning, a tiny green sprout pushed its way through the soil, a fragile but determined sign of life. Noah's heart leaped. He wasn't just talking to dirt anymore. He was talking to a friend. The sprout grew into a sapling, and the sapling stretched into a young tree. Each year, Noah grew taller, and so did his maple, became his confidant. He'd lean against its sturdy trunk, his fingers tracing the patterns in the bark. He told it his secrets, his dreams, his fears. When he was sad, the branches seemed to droop in sympathy. When he was happy, and a breeze rustled through the leaves, it sounded just like soft, knowing laughter. The tree was a silent, steadfast listener. Years passed. Noah was no longer the lonely little boy. He had friends from school, joined the soccer team, and knew every family on his street. His maple tree had grown too, its branches reaching high and wide, a magnificent canopy of green in the summer and a breathtaking blaze of red and gold in the autumn. But the tree wasn't just his friend anymore. Its shade stretched across the sidewalk, offering a cool resting spot for neighbors walking their dogs. Kids from down the block discovered it was the perfect tree for a tire swing. In the fall, they'd all gather beneath it, laughing as they jumped into huge piles of its colorful leaves. The tree that started as a secret comfort for a lonely boy had become the heart of the whole street. One afternoon, Noah, now a young man, stood looking out his window. He saw children playing under the maple, their joyful shouts echoing in the air. He saw his elderly neighbor sitting on a bench in its cool shade, reading a book. The tree had not only listened to his worries, but it had also grown to shelter and connect to everyone around him. By caring for one tiny seed, Noah had planted a friendship that blossomed into a whole community. He smiled, realizing that the greatest comfort often comes from nurturing the world around us. And in return, it nurtures us right back.